Hi everyone, my name is Chenzhi. I'm very happy to introduce PatraStore, which is the entrance to the system wallet and dApp ecosystem on the chain that PatraStore has just released. PatraStore is a parachain focused on the development of Polkadot Bosom contracts. PatraStore is not a simple dApp, static, and statistical information display website, but a highly optimized and convenient dApp interacting system, which abandons of the drawbacks of the Ethereum ecosystem. Each of the current Ethereum dApps needs to register a domain name. The user interface is decentralized, and the wallet connection functions need to be developed, corresponding to wallets with different protocols, such as MetaMask, Wallet Connect, Ledger, Coinbase, and so on. Users have to perform repeated wallet connection operations for each dApp. If the user has multiple accounts, there is also a lack of a list page function that can display all account access, because each connection can only support one account, and the current page is only displayed for this account. Due to the compatibility between dApps, there's currently a lack of more messaging and transaction connectivity functions between dApps. I will introduce PatraStore's system and the 6 most representative dApp examples in various aspects in 2 stages. Today, I will mainly introduce to you the system functions of PatraStore. First, enter the URL patrastore.io. And then download the desktop version of PatraStore. Which is no longer a tab from of the Ethereum browser. Users can simultaneously open, switch, and bookmark multiple dApps in a single web page tab, just like in the dock of a desktop operating system. Let's look at the preferences first. When you see PatraStore at the beginning, you can go to Preferences and select the blockchain you want to link to. You can choose whether the dock is on the left, right, or bottom. Or hide the dock, you can also choose the appropriate language and the value currency. Polkadot currently supports mnemonics, KeyStore, Polkadot.js plugin, private single code wallet, Ledger, etc. And will also support Wallet Connect in the future. Users only need to use the PatraStore to connect to this wallet once, and they can directly use all the dApps on the internal shelves. Users only need to click once to authorize when entering a third-party dApp. Currently, the open ones are Accounts, Network, Governance, Developer, and the hackathon section will be launched later. The system function is innovative and interactive on the basis of Polkadot apps. Take a look at the Accounts section. As you can see, the layout is basically the same as the Polkadot app's account. It supports creating multiple accounts, retrieving accounts through restore JSON files, add via QR, multiscore, prerequisite, and add context functions. In addition, we open the facet in the upper left corner. After creating an account, You can go to the facet to receive various test coins. You can see that account interface will display a list of all account assets and total value. In addition to supporting DOT as the underlying asset transfer function, we also support USDT, JETH, JBTC, and custom assets created by you. These assets can be transferred at will. The operation method is the same as that of DOT transfer to other accounts. Let's demonstrate with you. Well, the account section has been introduced to everyone. Let's look at the network section. The network supports the display of chain information and block details, so I won't introduce too much here. You can check it yourself. The governance section includes democracy, council, treasury, bounties, technical commit, with functions consistent with the Polkadot apps. I also won't introduce too much here. The developer section on PatraStore not only integrates contracts, chain state, extrinsic, IPC calls, sign and verify, JavaScript, but also as dep functions. The interaction between PatraStore and the embedded dep complies with the Polkadot.js protocol. As long as dep developers access the PatraStore, they don't need to connect to any other types of wallets. They can be listed on PatraStore for users to use and participate in subsequent rankings and statistical hackathons, etc. In the future, it will also support decentralized IPFS links of dep URLs in other front-end technologies. When creating a dep, you first select an account, then following domain. Please add the following meta and script in your HTML. Fill in the dep name, then briefly describe the dep. Select the category, upload the dep logo and banner image. And finally, click the button here to verify the main machine identity and click Publish to successful created. In order to attract everyone to develop a dep on PatraStore, we will open the hackathon faction later. For newly developed deps, everyone has the right to vote. Each issue will vote for the deps they like, and the users who vote will get rewards from the Polkadot treasury. That's it for the introduction of PatraStore's system functions. Thank you for watching. In the next video, I will introduce the 6 most representative example deps of PatraStore. See you next time.